Are you planning a trip to France and interested in visiting a beach or two? Well, you're in luck because France is famous for its beautiful and unique beaches and resorts on the Mediterranean Sea. From the Spanish border to Saint-Tropez to Nice, there are different types of beaches and resorts with sand, rock, surf, and views. Some of these beaches are considered clothing optional. In this video, we're going to discuss beach etiquette in France when visiting a topless or nude beach. We will discuss everything you'll need to know to be respectful and enjoy your day at the beach. Whether you're a seasoned nudist or a curious newbie, it's important to know the ins and outs of beach etiquette before you take the plunge. So grab your sunscreen and let's dive into the world of clothing optional sunbathing in France. From the French Riviera to the beaches in other parts of Europe, there are many places to enjoy the sun, sand, and sea in all your glory. But before you strip down and dive in, let's talk about beach etiquette in France, specifically for nudist and topless beaches. I first visited the south of France when I was in my early 20s. I knew someone who lived near Nice, so I had a free place to stay. I was aware of topless beaches, but had no clue what I was in store for. Quick story about my first time on the beach, as it really stuck in my mind. Still does, actually. I was in a town called Juan-les-Pins, which is just east of Cannes. I was on the beach by myself and just enjoying the scenery. I remember being approached by one of the most beautiful women I'd ever seen. She was walking up to me, topless. I didn't speak French very well at the time, but she was motioning and asking if I smoked. Never in my entire life did I wish that I was a smoker, but unfortunately I told her no. I should have just lied. If you're enjoying our travel videos and getting value, please consider subscribing. Thanks for supporting our channel. First things first, let's clarify some terminology. In France, the term Nudist Beach and Naturist Beach are used interchangeably and refer to beaches where clothing is optional. Similarly, Topless Beach refers to a beach where women can go without a top. Believe it or not, the majority of beaches in Europe are not nude but just simply topless. I've only been to topless beaches, never nude. The idea of getting sun or sand down there just didn't seem very appealing to me. Besides that, I wasn't a huge fan of coming out of the cold Mediterranean Sea with shrinkage. For most part, Europeans look at nudity much differently than those in other parts of the world. Remember, we were all born naked, probably will die that way too. Now let's look at some common misconceptions about nudist beaches. Contrary to popular belief, these beaches are not for swingers or exhibitionists. In fact, many nudists are simply there to relax and enjoy the sunshine without the restriction of clothing. And for those who are worried about running into your old boss or an ex, fear not. If you go there on vacation and are worried about someone from back home seeing you, don't. The odds of you bumping into anyone you know are astronomical, so just enjoy your time. In fact, there are only a handful of officially designated nude beaches in France, including the very famous Plage de Tahiti and Saint-Tropez. However, most beaches on the French Riviera are more accepting of a topless sunbathing. After going to the beach daily, I started to notice things about the new tourists that poured into the beach towns that summer. I was able to recognize different nationalities as they came to the beach. A dead giveaway for most Americans or British for that matter, they would never go topless. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's dive into some beach etiquette. When it comes to nude or topless beaches in France, the key word is respect. Just because people are sunbathing in the nude doesn't give anyone the right to stare or take photos. Remember that these beaches are designated for clothing optional relaxation, not for exhibitionism or voyeurism. So keep your eyes to yourself and don't make anyone feel uncomfortable. Let's talk about some specific beach etiquette tips. First, bring a towel or a beach mat to sit on. While sand is lovely to walk on, it may not be the most comfortable to sit when you're in the buff. Many of the beaches are rock beaches and not sand. Most beaches near Nice are in fact rock beaches. Plus, it's just good hygiene to have a barrier between your bare skin and the sand. Additionally, if you're planning on walking around the beach, consider bringing a sarong, shorts, or a shirt to cover up. While it's perfectly acceptable to walk around nude, some people may feel more comfortable with a little extra coverage. Another key tip for beach etiquette: respect personal space. While you probably want to be friendly and social, remember that everyone has their own comfort level. Keep a respectable distance from others and avoid invading their personal space. If you're interested in talking to someone, try striking up a conversation from a distance. And if you're feeling self-conscious, just remember that everyone else is in the same boat. These beaches are a judgment-free zone and everyone is there to relax and enjoy themselves. So don't worry about your body's insecurities and just own it. One thing that I've always admired about European women was how comfortable the majority of them are with their bodies. I saw women at the beach that didn't exactly look like they were into fitness, and they didn't exactly have model-looking bodies. I would see hot young women in their 20s, but 10 feet away I would see mom and dad playing with their kids in the sea. Most women, regardless of age, were all topless. They had the attitude like, this is my body, if you don't like it, don't look at it. Finally, be sure to clean up after yourself. No one wants to see litter on the beach, especially when they're nude, so bring a trash bag with you and dispose of all your garbage. When it comes to topless beaches in France, there are a few additional considerations. First and foremost, it's important to remember that not all women feel comfortable going topless. If you're not comfortable, don't feel like you have to just because others are doing it. If you decide to go topless, remember that it's not an invitation for unwanted attention. Keep in mind that staring, taking photos, or making comments is disrespectful and can make others uncomfortable. While clothing optional beaches are becoming more common, it's still important to remember that not everyone is comfortable being fully nude or topless. So where should you go for the best beaches? Let's talk about some of the beaches and practice some of those skills. The French Riviera, or the Côte d'Azur, is home to some of the most beautiful and well-known beaches in the world. Nice, Cannes, and Antibes are just a few of the cities along the coast that offer stunning views of the turquoise waters. My favorite little beach town on the Riviera is called Juan-les-Pins, between Antibes and Cannes. A very hip little spot with restaurants and lots of nightclubs. Totally touristy, but that's where all the Europeans from other countries tend to go, especially young people. So as I was now living as a local, that's where I went to meet other European women. But if you're looking for a more lavish scene, head to Cannes and check out the Plage de la Croisette. This beach is known for its glamorous atmosphere and high-end restaurants and bars. You might even spot a celebrity or two. I'm not sure what the topless scene is there, but I can't imagine a lot of random celebrities going topless, especially with the paparazzi. Now let's talk about nudist beaches. One of the most popular nude beaches in France is located in Cap d'Agde, a small town on the Mediterranean coast about 3 hours from the Spanish border. The beach is part of a nudist resort and offers a full range of amenities, including restaurants, bars, even a shopping center, all within the nudist beach area. According to this sign, evidently people can be nudists, but no nude dogs allowed. That's weird. Talk about convenience. Another popular nudist beach is Plage de Tahiti in Saint-Tropez. This beach has been a favorite spot for nudists since the 1950s and 60s and is known for its exciting atmosphere and beautiful surroundings. Think Brigitte Bardot. Just remember to bring your sunscreen and plenty of water, as it can get quite hot out there. Now that you know all about the best nude and topless beaches in France, it's time to get out there and enjoy yourself. Whether you're a seasoned nudist or a newbie to clothing optional beaches, it's important to practice proper beach etiquette when visiting France. Click here to continue your travel journeys. So if you're ready to leave your inhibitions at home and embrace your nakedness, go for it. Just make sure you follow these simple guidelines and you'll be well on your way to a memorable and enjoyable beach experience. Be sure to like and subscribe for more travel related videos. Thanks for watching.